Good morning, afternoon, and or evening. This is Improv Chris speaking, and you are watching Give It a Go Game Reviews. Here on Give It a Go, I take one self-chosen or requested game and play it for 1 hour. Then I analyze what I've experienced and decide whether or not I will play the game on this channel. If the game is worthy of being recorded, I will post a full playthrough and a full review of the game alongside of this first impression review. Today I will be analyzing the visuals, gameplay, and the story so far of System Shock 2.
What is it like to be afraid?
I understand that System Shock 2 was created in 1999 and that polygonal graphics were very limited, but the graphics were surely not the greatest even for its time. The blockiness is just off the charts. Like, it's to the point where Lara Croft's boobs were rounder in her first game. But all joking aside, it still doesn't have the worst graphics. Honestly, those are saved for Superman 64. The developers did a really good job on the environment. The environment is just like, it makes you think twice about running through that doorway at the end of the hallway. It's just, you never know if those ugly creatures could be around that corner. The enemy models are just downright ugly, like, and for a horror game, that's exactly what I like. I want to know that some ugly thing is around the corner, but still jump when I make the turn. And System Shock 2 just doesn't disappoint. The weapon models are actually quite decent as well. They're clear enough for the player to understand what they're holding without having to check twice. Well, except for the wrench. I mean, when I first watched the trailer,
I looked at it for a moment, and then I tried to look away, but I was drawn to it. And sometimes you do a double take. I did like a fucking 12 take. I was like, oh, no, wait, get out. I could not stop.
the gameplay is very unique to me, and I've only played for an hour, so it surely needs some getting used to. I really don't like that you can only move forward. Pressing S crouches you, and A and D, turns you left and right. So there's no backing up, there's no strafing left or right. It's almost painful having to just turn around constantly and being unable to run from a monster without seeing where it is. Sure, it adds vulnerability and it makes you unaware of your surroundings, and I guess it adds suspense, but it just bothers me because I'm so used to WASD being a 100% movement. If I'm not mistaken, Doom also uses this button layout where Doom Guy can only move forward, so I assume it must be something with older games. The inventory system is quite confusing, but it becomes second nature as you progress. The way it works is as soon as you pick something up, it goes to the next empty slot. It seems like the more items you pick up, the more your inventory will become crowded and unorganized. This hasn't happened to me just yet, but I predict it will happen in the near future. Ammo is quite scarce in System Shock, so you may have to limit yourself to using the wrench, but the wrench itself bugs me. It's extremely slow, and the hit sensor is very sensitive, and it also seems that you can't hit turrets or cameras with that, so that's definitely going to ruin your night. Cameras and turrets are another problem. Cameras will catch you and start alarming a huge wave of these monsters, and no matter where you are, the creatures will find you. The turrets will demolish your health, and if you have no ammo, consider yourself dead. To prevent yourself from dying and losing all your progress, you should think about saving, like, a lot. The checkpoints and autosaves do not occur often. Soon enough, you come across body rebuilders. The modern day counterpart would be BioShock's Vita Chambers, or Vita Chambers, however you pronounce it. The only difference with the body rebuilders are that they require this thing called nanites, which is System Shock's currency. And the moment you run out of nanites, you rely on your latest save to bring back everything. There's also this thing called Psi, which seems to be your character's superpowers. I don't know exactly what it is because I haven't been able to look into it and I haven't seen how it's portrayed in the game yet, but I assume hopefully it's a big part of the game, so we'll just have to see. Within 1 hour of gameplay, I understand that the player is an unnamed soldier who's gone through 3-4 years of training on some military space station. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please comment. Somehow something goes wrong and there's now the zombie-like creatures all over the ship, and they're called hybrids, or that's what we call them. I don't know how we know their names. These hybrids are clearly sentient, especially because they're always babbling off in English, saying something about silencing the Discord. So I want to really know what this is, and I think I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I have decided that this game is worthy of being played, and you, the viewers, will be seeing a playthrough in the near future. Now please like and favorite if you enjoyed it. It would really help a lot. Comment if you have any suggestions for any future Give It a Go game reviews. This would also help a lot. And thank you for watching Give It a Go game reviews. I will see you guys later.
What is it like to be afraid?